You know what, guys? We're going to be taking this one a little bit different today because a lot of people have been sending me these videos saying, hey, Andre, we need your honest opinion on these videos based on the fact that you've been saying that we could save, we should invest, we should put aside on our 401k. But some people are just not finding the extra cash to do none of the above. And they said, since you're talking about it, you should give a review on it. Now, I'm going to attempt to do a review on this video called Paycheck to Paycheck, and let's figure out if this is a self-inflicted wound or is just the economy is just not good. We're just not getting ahead based on what's happening in the economy today. And we know we have high interest rate, we have high house costs, we have high food costs, and the list goes on. So I will be taking a shot at this video to give my honest opinion as to what I would have done or what she should have done to not been in that situation where she's living paycheck to paycheck. All right, guys, as usual, this one is going to be a good one. So see you on the other side. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Guys, my name is Andre, and as usual, if you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, just go ahead and smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. Also, remember to hit that post notification bell so that you would be notified whenever I upload a new video. Well, guys, it's here. But to be honest, guys, I have been getting a lot of these videos to do a review on, but I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a shot at it. Let's go ahead and see what people are saying versus what I am saying, or what people are doing versus what I'm doing. And I chose this one, and she's talking about living from paycheck to paycheck. Apparently, a lot of people have been doing that lately. So let's see where this paycheck to paycheck goes. And I'll just give my opinion on what I would have done differently or what I would do moving forward or going forward, or to break the chain or break the cycle of living from paycheck to paycheck. So let's take a look at the video.
Am I the only one who feels like I would never stop living paycheck to paycheck? The economy we live in is trash. The jobs we work for are trash. They pay you the bare minimum, but want you to show up and give your 110%. How does that work?
You know, I agree. The economy is not the best. The economy is not performing at the best. Interest rates are high, food costs going up, cost of housing going up. I agree with that. But when she says jobs are trash, that's the furthest thing from the truth. A job is a job. And regardless of how much it pays, you went and applied for the job. You know, I run a quick service restaurant, and I could tell you, guys, it's not going to be $30 an hour, $40 an hour, because it's not my duty to cover your expense. My job is X, and X job pay Y. Now, if you don't want Y pay, or if you think you're worth more than Y pay, then you seek a job that will pay you whatever you think you're worth. So when you go to a job and you're working and they ask you, you could never say the job is trash because the job is not paying you what you desire. All you have to do is get that job or source that job that will pay you the dollar value that you think you're worth or think you deserve. So again, no job is trash. And let me also add to that. When I used to go to my stores, my workers who work for me would drive more expensive car than I drive. I would drive a 2010 car, and they own 2020, 2021. How is that? How is that? So again, guys, the job is not trash. The job is asking for what the job asks for, what you apply for, and what you're getting paid for. You actually signed to it. You actually agreed to it. Remember that. Remember that.
These houses, they want you to pay $1,000+ for rent, and they're 1980 houses. You gotta have a deposit, last month's rent, First month's rent. Like, why do I need to pay last month's rent? I don't understand that. Car insurance, car payments, they're rip-offs. Why am I paying $300 for car insurance?
So I heard her talk about her rent being 1,000 plus, but here in New York, 1,000 plus, oh, that would be very cheap. So I'm assuming that she's probably in Tennessee or somewhere down south, where for her $1,000 is expensive, but for us here in New York, it's definitely not expensive. So again, based on where she's living, she's feeling the squeeze on her rent. When it comes to a security deposit, I think every landlord does this. Your first month rent and maybe 1 or 2 months of security deposit. When I was getting my second store, I remembered paying 2 month rent in order to secure the lease for that strip mall. So it's the same in commercial and it's the same in residential. So this is nothing new. This is just simple stuff that she's talking about. So I'm still not seeing a reason for her to live paycheck to paycheck.
I don't understand. Health insurance, skyrocket. Food, skyrocket. Like, I just don't understand how I will ever be able to afford to wake up and go hop on a plane and enjoy my best life.
There you go. That's what I'm waiting for. Because you don't get to just jump on a flight because you think you deserve it. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They think that living their best life is traveling to Tulum or Cancun or the Dominican Republic or Jamaica or going back home to Grenada or to St. Lucia. Guys, that's nothing. That's not, if that's the best life, whew, man. And clearly this is a fish tank mentality. And let me explain to you what I'm talking about. If you've had a pet as fish, you know that they're in an aquarium. And you'd feed them every morning or feed them every evening, whenever you feed them. And they think that that's the world. You know, they'll swim around in their little aquarium thinking that they're conquering the world. But you and I know that that's nowhere close to conquering the world. An aquarium in comparison to the world is nothing. And that's how people are thinking. And by whose standard is taking a trip, living your best life? Who taught you that? Or who told you that? And again, if you are also complaining about $1,000 rent, you shouldn't even be talking about trips. Trips shouldn't even be coming out your mouth. You're barely making enough to pay your rent. You're barely making enough to cover the bank-owned car. But yet, you're complaining about the economy. When you're giving away your money, you're giving away your money to the 1%. You're giving away your money to the dealership. You're giving away your money to the airline industry. And you're giving away your money to the hotel industry. And then you sit and you complain about what? This is definitely a self-inflicted wound. Definitely. But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I just don't understand. By the time my kids get to adulthood, they're going to have to pay to open the door to walk out of their own house. I really, really, really rather be a cockroach crawling on the ground for free than have to live this life every day. Like, I can't be the only one who feels this way. Like, I need to know, y'all that get to wake up and take trips and go across country and do $100 shopping sprees at Target every single day, what are you doing? What's the secret to life? What is the secret recipe that you have that we don't have? Let us know.
Now the story gets very interesting because you're talking about trips. As a matter of fact, you said your kids will be paying to open their doorknob. You're worrying about the wrong thing. If you think that's something to worry about, you're worrying about the wrong thing. How about they're going to be paying student loans when they grow up? Unless they're performing exceptionally well or good at sports. That's the only way they'll beat that student loan. Because if you continue to think like that, your best life, living your best life, not once I heard you say anything about investing or putting aside some money or securing some funds for your kid. Not once I hear you say anything about opening an account that will help your child when they get to age 19, age 18, age 17. Not once. Not once have I heard anything about what you could do to beat the system or that you could do to also help your kid so that your child will beat what you're fighting today. Not once. Not once. Again, guys, this is a first world country problem. It is. Knock, knock. Reality check. Had you been living in Jamaica, none of these would have been a problem to you. None of them. Because you'll be so focused on working and taking care of your kid or making sure that they go to good schools. You put them in good class, extra class, do what you had to do. As a parent, that's not even making good money. Just to ensure that the next generation will make it or have it a little easier than you. But you're worrying about shopping at Target. Because I could sit here and I could tell you, invest in a 401k, invest for tomorrow, make sure you put aside something in a retirement. But thinking like this or talking like this, all that is garbage. All that is garbage. Hold on one second, guys. I want to ask you a big favor. If you're stopping by for the first time or you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you could just hit that thumbs up button, that will definitely help the channel out with the algorithm. Guys, thank you in advance. Let's get back to the video. Okay, guys, so let me just take it a step further. Had this been me, had I been in her position or situation, this is what Andre would do. So first of all, no job is trash. No job is trash. Let's just get that out of the way. So one of two things is either I increase my market value or I get a second job. So I get two full-time jobs. Now, based on my income from two full-time jobs, if I don't have the capability or the capacity to increase my market value, based on my income, I would know how much is coming in and I will know how much will be going out. Listen, I have no problem with doing roommates. Split that. Let's go ahead and split that rent. 2 rooms, you're getting one, I'm getting one. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with taking the bus. I don't make enough to take the bus, and it's okay. Some people just don't know when they don't make enough to buy a car. Well, in this case, I know. If I'm not making a certain amount, I'm not buying a car. One, or two, if I need a car, now I'm going to be saving over a period of time. Just as if I'm making a car payment to purchase a car. So whether it's going to take me 9 months, whether it's going to take me 12 months, I'm putting aside that car payment and insurance, pool them together, and I guarantee you, I could buy a car. Guarantee. Guarantee. So if I need a car, that's the strategy I'll take. Guys, I know the economy is not doing well. I know. I'm out here and I see the increase in food and I see the increase in healthcare and I also see the increase in interest rate. So I know it's not doing well. But even though it's not doing well, there are certain things we could do to counteract that. Now, if I have kids, my best interest is their best interest. I would focus strictly on making sure that they have everything they need so that they won't have to come and see the world the way I'm seeing the world. What that means is I'm not worrying about trips. To be honest with you, I'm not worrying about trips. And I know some people are going to say, oh, but your kids need to do this, your kids need to see that, and your kids need to go to Disney. And you can No, they don't. They don't. But let me tell you this. Your child will never in 10, 15, 20 years from now be upset with you for not taking them to Walt Disney. They will never do it. But I guarantee you, they love you if you if 15, 20 years from now when they're heading off to college, they have something in place for college funds. Or they have something in place to start their first business, or they have something in place to buy their first income property. They love you for that. They'll never remember, oh, we didn't play basketball, we didn't get a game, we didn't get the Super Nintendo, we didn't get the PS5, we didn't get the new iPhone. They'll never dislike you for that. But I guarantee you, they'll love you for making plans, for having everything in place, strategically planning to ensure that they have a better future, a better future. So with that being said, guys, you have to pay attention. It can't always be about trips. And keep in mind, when I start having kids, it is my duty and my responsibility as a father to make sure that my kids get the best or live the best. Not complain to them about an economy that's not doing well. Not complain. My mother has never complained to me about the economy not doing well. Never. And my mother was never a high earner. And I used to swim and I used to travel. Even at the age of 7, I used to travel. The first time I traveled was with the Club Scout. I was in Boy Scout and I traveled when I was 7, about 7, 8. I remember that trip. And my mother never complained. As a matter of fact, my mother didn't even travel back then. And I was living in Jamaica, third world country. So you are in a first world country with third world problems. That's absurd. That's unbelievable. Again, guys, we have come to the end of another great video. And as usual, if you found value in this one, please go ahead, subscribe, like, or share. Or better yet, if you know someone who might find value in this video, please go ahead and share. And as usual, you won't get all your information from this one video. So please go ahead and click on this one right here. And now you'll have access to the financial market, the financial news, making your first investment, and definitely my journey towards financial freedom. Guys, as usual, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.